Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please take your seats, this matinee performance will be starting in 1 minute till curtain. This matinee performance of GiveSignup ticketed events. Thank you so much. 1 minute, thanks. Well, hello and welcome. It is 2 o'clock, so we're going to get started with our 2 o'clock mini session, which is setting up a free GiveSignup ticketed event. I will be taking you on this journey. I'm going to start by sharing my screen, so I will be less confusing, though I make truly no promises. Wonderful. And I'm going to just ask if someone can give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can see. Fantastic. So welcome. We're going to go over GiveSignup for nonprofit ticketed events. It's just 20 minutes, so it's really going to be a quick setup of a fake event. So if this event does come to you asking for money, please do not give them any money, as it is just me trying to pay off student loans or other forms of debt I may have acquired in these 19 years I've been on the earth. Let's get started. Okay, great. Hi, I'm Chris Newcomer. As you can tell, I have a lot of personality, and I'm here to tell you about ticketed events. I work with GiveSignup. I work in the sales department with a great, wonderful team who you probably have spoken to here or there. I've been with GiveSignup since March. It's been a great experience and certainly amazing to see them pivot through what has been the craziest year of all our lives. So I just want to say how great it's been to be here and to be working with them. So what are we going to do today? First, we're going to talk through why you should use GiveSignup for your ticketed event needs. And then I'm going to just demo getting started in free event creation. And then if there's any time after that, I've got one little update, which is coming up down the pipeline for GiveSignup, and maybe we'll answer a question or two. Though I have faith most of those questions will be answered by my colleagues in the question window, because they are an all-star team. Okie dokie. So why should you use GiveSignup for your ticketed events? Well, let's talk it through. GiveSignup is purpose-built for your nonprofits, giving you the technology to raise more and grow your events. There's also a dedicated team that you'll be talking to today. We are all focused on both growing our product so that it serves your needs and helping you to use the current product that exists and is available. We feature integrated donations, both one-time and recurring, right in the purchase path. You get your own free website for every single event, which is pretty cool. There's simple pricing, payments, and finances. There's no setup, there's no subscriptions. It is essentially free. There are powerful ticket options. The ticket options you'll see today are a little simpler just because of the virtue of time, but you can do a lot of great things. There's easy data export that can speak to whatever donor relations manager or customer relations manager you happen to be working with. You also have viral social marketing without losing control. Now, what does that mean? That means that you have control of your data, not us, and you can use that data to market in a smart way and a great way to your constituency. So what are we going to see today? So we're going to see the easy free event creation. I'm going to take you through our easy 4-step wizard, which you can easily set up your free event in no time. And if you're not in charge of the payment account, no worries. We have an email you can send to the person who is. I'm going to demonstrate that to Elizabeth. Hey, heads up, Elizabeth, you're getting an email. And then I'm going to show you setting up integrated donations. We make it simple for you to accept one-time and recurring donations for a seamless donation during the purchase of a ticket. And finally, we're going to quickly touch on my favorite part of the whole experience, which is the cover page. Just because I like design, I think it's fun. All race websites, nonprofit ticket event websites, and donation websites can have a cover page that is your main website landing page. It's a powerful way to customize your event. So with that said, why don't we move on along to the demo? I can figure out how to get out of this. Nope, there we go, wonderful. So you just have to go on over to givesignup.org, as I'm doing right here. And you can log on if you're already a RunSignup client. You can use your RunSignup account. I'm going to click Get Started Free. And I'm going to click Create a Ticketed Event, create a ticket event. And it takes me right to our easy 4-step wizard. Now, I already made a plan. I've set up the event. I've got most of the information I need. So I've got that I'll be pulling from, which just makes it a nice and seamless thing. So this event is called, make sure I'm getting the name right. So it's the Cabot Cove Main Street Festival. Don't mind my typing. Oh, I did Cabot Cove. That extra O is for the excitement. Still capitalized. Very good. Now this event, as you can tell, is a festival, which is one of the easy drag down types we have, festival or fair. This event is happening in September, when we think events like this have a strong possibility of happening again. So this is a Saturday in September. September 18th, 2021, not 2012, which is a scary future time, which I don't know if events will be happening then. This is just a one-day thing. And I'm going to pull my event description from my document over here. And look how just nice and simple and easy, especially that about it, because I already have it mostly set up. And our Cabot Cove Main Street Association is so excited to invite you back to town. Join us September 18th for a celebration of community and local business. General admission gets you access to our street fair, where local vendors will be featuring their wares. Local author J.B. Fletcher will be reading her memoir, Right Place, Right Time, in Amos Tupper Memorial Hall as well. And we also have a talent show at night. Very exciting. I also created some event logos very easily on that free service that Allison and I love so much called Canva. So I'm going to upload the logo for the event for the organization that is putting this on, which is the Cabot Cove Main Street Association. Once again, not real, don't give them money. I'm going to put in my contact email, Chris at. I'm really good at typing until I'm typing on a Zoom, and then I am less good at it. But here you can also include a link if you say CC MSA had their own website. We could include that external link right here. We could include a link to their Facebook page. For right now, I'll skip that since it is not a real event. To describe the event, we're just up on Main Street. So people are coming on down to Main Street. I can put the address right here. So it's 300 Main Street, Cabot Cove, Maine. Wonderful. I had to do some research to find the actual zip code for this, as it is a fictional place. I'm going to keep this a private event for now. And since Cabot Cove Main Street Festival doesn't yet exist as a URL, I can use that as an event, which is wonderful. And you'll note that I have not put in any sort of notice of what year it is, and that way I can renew this event year after year, and it can still have the same URL, which is Cabot Cove Main Street Festival. I also would have the ability, if I have owned my own domain, to bring that over and make that a part of our URL as well. And look at that, right on this first step, we can turn on donations too. So let's do that. I think 5,000 is a good overall donations goal. You'll note we have a donations start time, but we're not closing those donations because, as Whitney talked about in that last session, that sort of can put a damper on trying to collect donations after your event has ended. We are going to show the donation goal thermometer. And if, say for instance, I had chosen a nonprofit logo that was very specific to the event, but I wanted on my donation page just to show our actual logo, that's when you would put a logo here. But since it is just a regular logo, I'm going to leave that as is because it will pull our actual logo. And I'm going to pull my donation information, which says our Main Street Association supports local groups like the Cabot Cove Players, Cabot Cove Grief Counseling, and of course the Night Watch. Your support helped us bring the Cabot Cove crime rate down from its terrifying height in the late 80s. So here we also have the ability to create donation levels. So, you know, someone comes to your donation path and they see, oh, I don't know what to donate. I'm new here. They are looking for a suggestion, which is great. And so you can give them not only a monetary suggestion, but you can also give that suggestion value by giving it a name. So I'm going to go with simple bronze, silver, gold. And since this is a main event, the highest level is, of course, Mainer, which makes sense to me. So I'm going to click this box and I'm going to create this event and continue. Look at all we've done in just maybe, I don't know, 6 minutes. Pretty good. Beautiful. On to the second piece of our four-piece wizard, which is the tickets. So I'm going to allow tickets to start being purchased today, just because I think that the Cabot Cove community is just dying to attend. Today is the 28th, as I recall. And I'm going to have purchase close the day of the event, which is 09/18/2021. And that's the only purchase period I'm going to have. You could certainly have other purchase periods if you were interested in, say, providing cheaper tickets earlier and then having the price increase as you got closer to the event. But for right now, since we're keeping it simple in this 20-minute presentation, we're just doing one purchase period. And now I'm going to add some tickets. So our first ticket is going to be called The general event is free, but the events within the event we're going to charge a price. So the J.B. Fletcher book reading is $15. I'm going to save that ticket. I'm going to add a couple more. The other event is the talent show, which is happening later that night. We're going to charge $25 for that since there are 5 bands, which are very exciting. I hear Amanda's band is playing and she's very good at the bass guitar. I'm also going to include the ability to sell both vendor booths and sponsorships as a ticket, which is a great way to get those folks in there and also get their information. You can limit the number of those sponsorships you sell. You can limit the number of vendor booths you sell as well. So for a vendor booth, we're going to charge $150 because I'm sure that our community will pay that back to them and then some. And then for sponsorships, we're going to make it $250 because I think that shows goodwill to the community. Also, as you see when I break these apart in the next on the back end, I'll be able to include more information so people know exactly what they're signing up for. So let's save and continue. Okay, we're at the halfway mark, folks. Halfway. We're getting there. Okay, payment account. This is where I'm going to decide whether or not the processing fee should be paid by the registrant. Should it come out of our charge or should we split it half and half? And same for donations. Now we find best practice tends to be for tickets and registrations, we should have the processing fee paid for the registrant. They come to expect that. And for donations, the fee should probably come out of the charge, but that you are allowed, you can put in that great nomenclature that says, hey, make your donation go further by covering the processing fee. And we do find that about half the time people elect to do that. Now for the payment account, I'm going to do this handy dandy thing where I'm going to send it to Elizabeth Del Rova, who has a working payment account on this test server, which for some reason, I cannot get my world together to have that as well. So I'm going to send it to Elizabeth at GiveSignup.org. Great. I'm going to send her those setup instructions and I'm going to continue on my way. Now my event is set up. Look at that. It's pretty much, it's just ready to go and I can go to the dashboard. I'm going to show you a few more things in the dashboard to just really get that right into a viewable website that you can show people, even if you're just trying to demo it to a board, say, or to a group who is interested in trying this out. So let's go to that dashboard. First thing I'm going to do is select an event page theme. Since this is a water-based town, we're going to go with the marina theme. I'm going to save that setup. I'm going to quickly check into these tickets and make sure they are split up and have the right information. So let's go to tickets. And I'm going to go to ticket groups. And so we've got all these tickets under one group, but what I can do, which is super handy, is I can split them up like this, and I can move the talent show into its own group, and I can call that the talent show. Beautiful. I can pull over that information I already have preloaded over here about the talent show. And it's important to note that these are big name local bands that are coming, but we do not allow ventriloquists. So I'm sorry, Jake, I know that is your passion, but unfortunately we cannot include you in the talent show. Here we go, wonderful. So that's the talent show. I don't know why I decided to do that one first, but I did. That's great. And the beauty being when I ungroup it, it saves the purchase period I already set up. It saves the ticket price I already set up. So really it makes it really simple to spread these things out. So next got the vendor booth. Now this is the boring part, but it's going to look cool when I get it all set up. I promise you. Great. Sign up to sell your wares at our Main Street Festival. Beep, 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 beep. I'm going to fill in when there's dead air. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to do one more split, which is sponsorships. Support your Cabot Cove community, which, you know, listen, people are wanting to help out and pretend you didn't see that. People are wanting to help out and see, you know, how they can help their community. So don't be afraid to ask big for sponsorships. It's a smart thing. I'm going to save that. Last thing I'm going to do is edit tickets so that it reflects what that ticket actually is, which is the J.B. Fletcher book reading. And I'm going to include the info on that one. We're doing good. We're doing good on time. I feel good about this. Cabot Cove legend JB Fletcher will read a bit from her new memoir, Right Place, Right Time. And maybe, if we are a good audience, she will regale us with one of her many stories of famed amateur sleuthing. Yes, let's save that. Cool. And there, let's see, they're the right order too. And if I wanted to switch the order, I could do that way, but I like the order they're in. I'm going to save that arrangement. Going to go quickly to the cover page just to show you how quickly you can turn this on and how powerful it is. So I'm enabling that cover page, which is under event page, cover page. I'm going to put on a banner I've created once again in Canva. Woo! I'm going to go to the background because I created a background that exactly fits the dimensions of what we asked for, which is 2000 by 800. I can turn off the overlay. I can display that image without cropping. I can pull up the Cabot Cove Main Street Festival large. Oh, beautiful. Love that. Okay, great. I'm gonna save that one. Oh, we're doing really good. I feel it. I feel it. We're coming down the path. I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna add 2 more things, and then we're gonna look at the website we created in all of maybe 12 minutes. And I'm gonna feel very good about it, I think. We're going to add a data point. We're going to first add the event tiles, which we just set up with our tickets, which will be right there. So I'm going to put tickets on this as the header. Then, because we've already created our donation goal, we can add that as well, which I think it's always good to feature that on the front page. Okay, so fingers crossed. I think I've created everything I want to create to show you really quickly what our page would look like. Let's see. Ooh, pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, Cabot Cove Main Street Festival. We've got our sign up button or donate button right at the top, but also down here, we've got our events. Oh, okay. Well, that's just a matter of picking the right theme to get the color to show up right. I can fix that on the back end. But we've got our talent show, JB Fletcher book reading, vendor booth, sponsorships. We've got our donation goal set up right there. And just to show you what that would look like if you had more than, I don't know, 12 minutes to put it together, here's the fully fledged Cabot Cove Main Street Festival. This, I feel like Sandra Lee, you know, semi-homemade food over here, pulling out the finished product at the end. You can include information about how people can join you. You've got your events right here with the correct font coloring. You can even include a link to your website, to CCMSA. We can include about that author that is appearing, JB Fletcher, which of course you realize now is just Murder, She Wrote. I've been doing a big, long Murder, She Wrote joke. I'm sorry, this is who I am and this is how I'll always be. So the donation goal is also featured. We've got our countdown, but this is what you can do with, I don't know, I took maybe a total of 45 minutes to really give it this fine finish, which is pretty great. Now I only have a few minutes left. I'm going to show you one more thing that that they've been working on in development, which is going on. We now are going to have a little bit further down the line availability to host event photos on our events. And so this is a great page that Allison has created on our test server for the Apple Festival. And so you can just click on this event photos page right here and you can see, look at all that beautiful Apple photos, Apple footage we've got there. So just like you is currently available on our RunSignup pages in our races, you now have this you will have this availability on our ticketed events down the line. Let's just click and see one of those and see what that looks like. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So that's going to be awesome. That's sort of what's coming down the pike for ticketed events. And whew, okay, I feel like I just ran a marathon. Are there any questions in the 2 minutes we have left that have yet to be answered, my friends?
We had one question, which looks like Amanda and Jake have already gotten to, but in case people aren't looking at the chat, are the fees the same as on a race on RunSignup for tickets?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we think of it as, you know, race registrations are the same as tickets. They are charged the same ticketing processing fee, and then donations are charged the same fee they're charged on RunSignup, which is that flat 4% fee. So yes. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for. I think that feels like a good point to call it a close. But thank you so much for joining us. I think we're going to take another 10-minute break before the next session. I appreciate you joining us. And if you're interested in any more information about GiveSignup, feel free to reach out to any of the GiveSignup team. Myself, I'm Chris Newcomer. You can find me Chris at GiveSignup. You can find Jake at GiveSignup, and you can find Amanda at GiveSignup.org, and Elizabeth as well. we're all happy to talk fundraising in 2021. Thanks so much for joining me.